Hello, all you coin collectors out there, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today, we're going to take a look at a collection I was given of 1960s 20 centimes coins from the country of France. Now, of course, we know that France doesn't have centimes coins anymore. They have the euro and the different euro coins. Now, they do have a 20-cent euro coin, but let's take a look at these ones in this collection. And I was told that there's a couple of surprises in there, and I think I can already see one or two of them. But let's start with this one right on the top. This is the symbol of France, Marianne, wearing a Phrygian cap. It says Republic in front of her, Republique Francaise behind her head. Down here, you see it says La Griffoule, and that is the engraver Henri Lagreffoul, and he in many of the coins of this era, you will actually have the last name, especially in Europe, of the engraver of the coin on, rather than the initials that you might see in the U.S. or in Great Britain. If we tip this coin up, we see it has a smooth edge. It's an aluminum bronze coin, weighs about 4 grams. On the back, we see that it says liberty, equality, fraternity, and that is essentially pretty similar to English, and that's liberty, equality, and fraternity or brotherhood. And we see that there's these little kind of emblems in between each of them here. And then way up here above this leaf, and this here is a olive branch, and above the olive branch to the left is another last name, and that is the last name of Adrienne Dieudonné, I believe his name is, and or her name is. I don't even know if it's a male or a female, but it's Dieudonne with that accent grave, I think, over the final E. We see it says 20 centimes, 1963, and then we get this little funny little symbol here, and this little symbol here is an owl, and that is the symbol of it's called a privy mark, and the controller of the currency in France at this time has his symbol on all of these 20 centimes coins, and this was Ramon Joly, and he in 1963 was the controller, or whatever the French call the controller of the currency. Down here we see that the olive branch is entwined with a wheat stalk. So this is for food, this is for peace, 20 centimes in the center. And this coin is a 4 grams of aluminum bronze coin, 23.5 millimeters in diameter and 1.4 millimeters in thickness. And I saw right above it, that's not even a 20, so I know this one must be one of our other surprises here. And this is, yeah, it is. It's a 10 centimes coin, or 10 centimes, from 1968. And you can see that it has a similar coloring, has this similar back with everything except for the 20. So instead of 20 on the back, it says 10. Again, a smooth edge. It's smaller, and again, the same exact front, Republique Francaise, the same La Griffoule, and the same up here, the same Dieu Donné up here. So it's the exact same coin, except it's smaller and with a 10 in it instead of a 20. So there's a 63. Let's see what else we've got here. Here's a 68. Now they made different amounts of these in different years. So in 1963, they made 190 million. So they made a bunch of them. It first came out in 1962. So 1962 was the first year they made these coins, and 2001 was the last year they made these coins. And you can guess why they stopped making them in 2001, and that's because the euro coins came out in 2002. So these coins were demonetized on February 17th, 2002. So in 63, they made 190 million, and then in this year, 1968, they made 77 million. So the numbers moved around a little bit. What's this here? Here's another 63. And let me see, let's get this one on its back. Another 63. So because they made 190 million of them, you're very likely to get a 63 when you're looking through these. Here's another 63. There's a 67. So in 1967, France made 138.8 million of them. Again, this owl mark stayed on all the coins of the 60s because Ramon Joly was the comptroller from 1958 until 1974. Let's see what else we got. Oh, there's a 69. So in 1969, they made 50.576 million. And this one, in this kind of shape, is probably one of the more valuable ones. It's worth between 10 and 20 cents US. Not really valuable, but they didn't make as many in 69, so that's kind of the key there. Let me see. Another 63. Geez, we just got a bunch of 63s. A 64. So in 64, they made 127.5 million. So they made quite a few of them. There's another 64. Let's see what else we got here. 68. In 1968, they made 77.4 million. A 67, they made again 137.8 million, and another 64. And just as a reminder, in 64 they made 127.5 million. So they made lots of these coins, and they've been demonetized, so they're not that hard to get out there, and you can get probably any of these ones for 25 cents or less. And if you get them all together, you might be able to get them in the 15 to 20 cent range for, say it might cost you $3 US for 15 of them. All right, but some of you have noticed that I'm hiding something down here, and that must be the second surprise. And I knew it was just because it's set up a little differently. And that is, it's not a 20 centimes, it's a 20 francs coin from 1952. And this one I'm not going to spend a lot of time on because we're going to do our own little video. And thanks for the person that gave me this collection. I really appreciate this coin. And we're going to do our own video on this one. So we'll save this one for later. I'm not even going to show you the front. You'll have to look at the video. So there we are, the 20 francs coins from 1960s. And we had most of them here. I should say 62 is the first year. The lowest year that they made these was 1966. And they made some kind of funky essay or sample coins in 1962. There's 3,500 of them, and they're very valuable. So if you ever see these coins and you want to get one that's very valuable, go for the 1962 essay or assay version or the sample versions, because those, they only made 3,500 total. All right, have a great day from the DC Coin World International Coin Channel, and we'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section.